I don't see it. Here we go. Okay, chat, let me know if the sound is good or not. Please, just give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Sound good, sound not good. Oh my god. Wait.
And he likes to share his observations with others.
Ainsley.
She has a cold and stern exterior, and her spotless battle record has earned her renown throughout Fontaine.
Sound's on now, guys.
She is an unusual-looking Melusine with an equally unique perspective on the world. And now, their voice actors have gathered here today.
Sigewinne, Dane, and Clorinde. Let's go. Sounds good. All right, perfect.
Finally.
Hello, travelers. My name is Zach Aguilar.
Man, this is going to be juicy.
I voice the male traveler.
This is
Today,
going to be
our
so
hosts
juicy.
for the special program include...
Hello, everybody. I'm Yuri Lowenthal, the voice of Dainsleif. You may know me from all those new character intro videos and occasionally dropping lore on y'all.
And I'm
we're
Sarah
gonna
Williams,
get
the voice
fed.
of the head nurse at the
We're gonna
Fortress
get
of
fed.
Maripede, Sigewinne. She's there, keeping everybody all healthy and nice, and
Sigewinne's so tiny.
making sure everybody feels good.
And hey everyone, I'm Crystal Lee, the voice of Fontaine's champion duelist, Clorinde. Pew pew pew, let's get it.
All right, nice. So we've got a traveler, a man of mystery, a duelist, and a healer. I think it's the perfect adventuring party. What a wild coincidence, you guys. I just received an invitational letter to a new domain.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not a
imagine that.
coincidence.
Gee whiz,
go.
where did that come
That's
from?
just destiny.
Yeah, definitely. You know, this new domain seems to be right behind us, but in order to
Don't tell me it's a
complete the challenge,
Natlan
we need to
domain.
tackle several missions first.
Well, then what are we waiting for? Let's do this.
Watch it be
Traveler, Paimon, would you join us and play Marechaussee Hunter Judgment Day?
This script was
TCG?
adapted from the real history of the Marechaussee
Please don't tell me it's
Hunters.
just
You all will
TCG.
play the role of hunters from a bygone era and resolve a series of events unfolding in the capital.
What? Dude, this is giving me that
Many of my habits
Parade
are
of
customs I've
Providence.
adopted from the Marechaussee Hunter tradition. They fought against monsters, while I fight against lawbreakers.
She looks
For when I
sick.
draw my blade, I am but an instrument of
Ain't
Fontaine's
no shot
law.
for C6 in her chat. There's no way. I'm broke. I'm broke after Arlecchino. There's no way.
Loaded.
I'm gonna resist. We have to resist. We cannot let this
Time to
trailer
testify.
trick us into C6ing.
Madam Mage
Our
says that
mommy.
every page of a storybook is a segment of the present. So vast and mysterious. There must be quite a story behind this place. So,
Dude, Sethos
I'll explore
for a
this
4-star,
place with you
Sethos
to the
looks
end.
pretty badass,
Let's
I
never
have to
stop
say.
hoping for victory. Way ahead of you!
Oh no, charge shot
or
mechanics. No.
Not
Don't make me do charge shots.
ability, of course. It's just so much more dangerous in there than I ever imagined.
5-star.
Just let me know.
No shot. She's a 5-star chat. No way. Oh, that's so cute.
Don't be nervous. Just
Little
relax.
bubbles. How is she a 5-star?
Strange disease, one I suspect that every Fontainian suffers from.
But they don't
Damn, I was
trust me at
wrong.
all. Do you
I thought for
really
sure
think
she
it
was gonna be a
matters whether
4-star.
Melusine or a human?
I don't believe Master would suddenly disappear for no reason. There must have been something she just had to do.
In the new world, they bade farewell to the
Where is
shrouded
that?
sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls
No, the
became
Hilichurls.
cleansed and pure.
The way he's
Poor
holding his
Hilichurls
sword.
every time.
He
I always feel
must
bad
be
for
a
them.
real Marechaussee Hunter.
You used it yourself, didn't you? That's why you have a human appearance.
That's quite the gamble, but I
Yorena's
believe
involved
that I am the
too.
one walking into a trap.
One day, I shall have my vengeance.
That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal. The loom of fate has already been
What was
completed.
that? Are we gonna get to fight him? Finally?
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
Betray us? No shot, chat. No shot. Wait, do you think that's possible? There's no way. There's no way, right? It makes me think of the Linny and the Arlecchino story quest we just did, where it was like betrayal, but like not really, you know? There's always some kind of hidden thing, right? What if in order to escape, she had to leave us behind and she's like, deuces? She's like, deuces? The only way she could escape is by us getting stuck. Code down below. Ooh, yes, code. US2 VLG SX Cat 9. Cat 9. Dude, that's gonna be interesting. I mean, we've already have 2 world bosses this Fontaine era, right? So it's not like we're gonna get a Dainsleif world boss. There's no shot for that, right? But it seems like we're gonna fight him. Something is going down. Something is gonna happen. Dude, I can't wait. It's gonna be sick. When was the last time we got a Traveler, like, quest line? I feel like it was in Sumeru, right? It was that quest with, Caribert? Was that the last one we had? Where we looked into the mirror and it broke? I feel like that was the last one? Caribert, right? Yeah. I think that was the last quest. That was a long time ago.
It looks like our first mission is here.
That was like 3.7, I think.
Team. Oh, I
Crazy.
get it. Our first mission is to introduce the new characters. All right, this is getting exciting.
Here it is.
All right then. Well, how about we start off by introducing Fontaine's strongest champion duelist, Clorinde.
You would say that.
Clorinde looks sick.
In my
Cat
role
Clorinde
as
looks so
champion
good.
duelist, my
Let's
opinions
go.
do not matter. For when I draw my blade, I am but an instrument of Fontaine's
Now, I know she's sword, but I hope we have some gun mechanics here. We need some gun mechanics.
ready.
There it is. Wait, can she shoot them from afar? No shot.
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
Dude, the burst looks
Those
sick.
animations.
Did you see that
So
ultimate?
good. That ultimate is so cool.
Clorinde's strength actually has a really interesting origin. She inherited it
Dude,
from the
ranged
Marechaussee
sword?
Hunters.
Ooh, the hunters from the artifact set.
Mm-hmm.
The
That's so
Marechaussee
contradictory.
Hunters were an organization
Unless
that
the sword
defeated
attacks like
monsters
push
and
them away,
upheld
maybe?
justice from the
That could be
shadows.
useful.
I think the group's name has also been mentioned in some of Fontaine's historical records.
Exactly. The Marechaussee Hunters have a long history. To modern-day Fontainians, they're nothing more than an old legend from novels and plays, but for Clorinde, the Marechaussee Hunters' legacy is really real. If travelers want to learn
Fontaine
more about the
Kaching.
Marechaussee
Oh my God,
Hunters,
let's
then
not
be
start
sure to check
that.
out Clorinde's story quest in the new version.
I want to learn more about the Marechaussee.
She's electro kaching.
Perfect, then let's get into her combat abilities. Clorinde is categorized as an electro sword user, but she actually uses both a sword and a pistolet to attack her enemies during combat. Now, her normal attack deals physical damage by performing up
Okay,
to 5
boring.
consecutive strikes. During her charged attack, Clorinde uses her pistolet to target enemies in a V shape in front of her.
Okay.
Also, Clorinde has developed a special ritual over the years. She always polishes her weapon before each duel.
That is so dignified of her.
I know, right?
And
Kind of like Navia's E, where it
Even the
shoots
champion
in
duelist
a
of
V
Fontaine
like
has
that.
a cute side, huh?
Aw.
Wonder how far the
Sarah is
range
starting to
is.
sound just like Sigewinne.
Oh, what?
Though it's probably a meaningful ritual for Clorinde, right?
That's exactly right. It's a habit that helps Clorinde focus on the opponent in front of her. In fact, Clorinde's elemental skill, Hunter's Vigil, is an ability that demonstrates how potent she can be when she's focused. Check this out.
Nice.
During combat,
So she gets an
unleashing
infusion.
Clorinde's elemental skill will cause her to enter the Night Vigil state. During this state, Clorinde can unleash 2 different types of special attacks. Her normal attacks will be converted into Swift Hunt pistolet attacks.
Dude.
And her elemental skill will be converted into a lunging attack, Impale the Knight.
Huh.
It looks like
She
Clorinde
looks
gains
fun.
a bond of life during her elemental skill. Does the skill have any additional effects?
Fast,
Ooh,
very
good
fast.
perception on those eyes. Those Swift Hunt Pistolet attacks increase Clorinde's bond of life. And her lunging attack, Impale the Knight, will clear
Okay, so
the
she's
bond
gonna
of
have
life.
bond of
Wait,
life.
so
Look at the
she
health bar.
accumulates the
It's
bond with one hand
going
and then clears it
crazy.
with the other.
Oh, hey, that's a really good explanation. Yeah, Clorinde's special attacks have different effects depending on the value of her bond of life. So when her bond of life
Bond
is
of life.
relatively low, her Swift Hunt Pistolet attacks have a piercing
So is she gonna use the
effect,
whimsy
and they
set
deal
too?
greater damage.
Probably.
But when her bond of life is relatively high, her lunging attack, Impale the Knight, has a greater AoE and deals higher damage.
Dude, she looks fun.
Gotcha, I get it. So Clorinde is meant to use her pistolet to accumulate
like,
a bond of
teleporting
life
all
and
over the
then use her
place?
sword to clear it once it reaches a certain amount. And that way,
She's just
both
like
attacks benefit each other.
everywhere.
Bingo! Though you should remember the effect of one of Clorinde's unique talents. So, when she's in the night vigil state, any healing other than the one provided by her lunging attack, Impale the Knight, will be converted into a bond of life.
She looks
this
fucking
unique
fun.
talent allows different healing effects to alter the pacing
God,
of
we have
Clorinde's
to resist
gameplay.
the C6.
So, travelers can experiment with a variety of different tactical combinations.
That's cool.
Also, although Clorinde is most renowned as a champion duelist, she has never forgotten her identity as a Marashose hunter. So, during her elemental burst, Last Lightfall, Clorinde draws on her Marashose hunter heritage to unleash an ancient skill that empowers
Damn,
mortals to fight
That's
deadly monsters.
so sick.
This ability allows her to swiftly evade enemy attacks and strike her opponents.
Dude.
Her burst deals AoE
Look at the
electro
bullet
damage
holes.
and
Did you see
grants
the
her a
bullet
bond of
holes all
life
over the
based on her
ground?
max HP.
Wow, that's so cool.
She left like bullet
But that
holes
power
all
is
over the
designed
ground.
To fight
like,
monsters.
That's so
Is
cool.
it really okay for her to use it in a regular duel?
Good point. I think Clorinde just has to adjust
That's how she
the,
killed Navia's
force
dad.
that she puts behind those blows.
That makes sense.
Also, Clorinde can draw on the strength of her companions after unlocking her passive talent, Dark Shattering Flame. Man, that sounds cool. So, when a nearby party member triggers an electro-related reaction, the electro damage dealt by her normal attack and her elemental burst will increase based on her attack value. Though, note, there is a ceiling to the damage bonus that she can gain from this effect. Clorinde also has another passive talent called Lawful Remuneration. If her bond of life is greater than or equal to a certain percentage, then a change in her bond of life value will increase her crit rate. That's right. And while she's in the night vigil state, the percentage of healing converted into a bond of life will increase.
Wow.
Yeah. And finally, being a champion duelist gives Clorinde a strong familiarity with all the regions of Fontaine. So, when she's in your party, Clorinde can reveal the locations of Fontaine regional resources on the minimap.
Okay.
So awesome. I'm
Okay,
sure the
Linny already
travelers will
does
be eager
that.
to use her to uncover treasure, defeat monsters, and of course, uphold justice.
I think every region gets
Not
two characters
necessarily
that do
in that
that, right?
order.
So. Clorinde is usually pretty stern and composed as a champion duelist, but I wonder how she unwinds. Like, does she have any hobbies? I'm sure that she has some interests outside of work. I mean, she's always accepting cosmetic products from Sigewinne and making sure to return the favor because she's sweet.
Aw, and yeah, of course she does. Clorinde is an active member of the tabletop troupe during her off
Alright,
hours.
story quest,
So in
I'm
version
digging it.
4.7,
I feel like
travelers won't just have a
Clorinde
chance to
wasn't
learn more
in the
about the
Archon
Marashose
quest
hunters
that
during her
much,
story
so it'd be
quest,
interesting
the
to
Reparia
see
chapter. They'll also get to join Clorinde on a very special
another storyline
tabletop troupe
focused around her.
adventure. Woo!
I'm actually looking
love
forward to that.
TTRPGs so much.
Ooh, I know, I'm so excited.
And with all of that, that is all the information that I have to share about Clorinde. So, next up, let's introduce our adorable little Sigewinne.
Oh,
Let's go.
Okay, sorry, I'm too excited. Hold on. We gotta look at her demo first.
Yes!
You only get one body, so you gotta
I hope she
take
gives
care
like
of it.
free synergy.
But
That would be the
it's just as
dream for
important
me.
to take care of your mind. Hold still.
I still can't believe she's a 5-star. It's crazy. Dude, the bubbles are so cute. The little bouncing
Might
bubbles.
feel a little prick.
This. Oh, okay. Yeah, we might feel a little prick.
She's so cute, it's unreal!
Wow.
I love her pills so
Cuteness
much.
overload.
The bubble has ears on it.
I would love to ride around on a bubble like that. She's with her little legs dangling in the air. Oh.
Yeah, with the bubble gun and the giant syringe.
Guys, so cute!
Those bubbles are so big. Her kit looks really, really fun.
I know, but if that's the syringe she uses on her patients, I can see why they might be nervous about getting sick.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, sometimes you gotta take your medicine. And since she's the head nurse at the Fortress of Meripede, Sigewinne wants everyone to stay healthy. She believes that taking care of your body
The dream
is the
for
most
me would be
important
she'd
goal.
be like a
But she
Risley
often
support
encounters
with
people who
Furina,
overwork
like maybe
themselves
making
in the
Freeze
production
better,
zone,
his
so
Freeze
she
team
always
better.
tries to sneak them healthy meals, but she doesn't think that's a substitute for some proper rest.
Like a healer that
they
works
did
with
it.
Furina
Seems
that
like
maybe
you'll need
helps
to be well
Freeze
fed and well
somehow.
rested
That would
if you
be
want to keep
the
up with
dream for me.
Sigewinne.
For sure. She seems like such a caring and attentive person. But then what's she like when she fights?
Well, Sigewinne
All right, here
is
we
a
go.
Hydro Bow user. Her normal attack unleashes up to 3 consecutive attacks. During the second and third attack, Sigewinne takes out a pill and tosses it at her opponent.
I saw that in the demo. It's like she's literally telling her opponents to take their medicine.
It's Dr.
Size
Mario.
of that thing.
She can make aimed shots using her charged attack. Once the shot is held and fully charged, Sigewinne's bow will fire slow-moving ministration bubbles, dealing hydro damage to her target. Just make sure not to release her arrow. Oh, and also, Sigewinne
the attack
uses
is so
a specially
tiny.
made bubble gun to fire a giant bolstering bubble bomb during her elemental skill, Rebound Hydrotherapy. The projectile bounces between nearby
She leaves
opponents,
behind
dealing hydro damage to anyone it touches, and
Nouvelette's
restoring
things.
HP to all nearby party members, well, except for Sigewinne herself. Sigewinne will be healed a certain amount of health when the bolstering bubble bomb disappears, which is based on her max
No
HP.
shock that she's healing.
Bolstering bubble bomb. Say that 3 times.
She leaves behind Nouvelette's
make
little
me.
balls.
Travelers could have a bubble blowing contest with their Sigewinnes. Would that be great? You can have that
Oh,
idea
it's
for
exactly
It's a
like
great
blowing
idea.
You
bubbles.
just have to cup them.
The longer you hold her elemental skill, the larger the bubble grows. Once the projectile is
Okay.
released, it will gradually decrease in size as it bounces around. The bigger the bubble, the greater the damage and healing effect.
Look,
And if a
Nouvelette's
large
balls are over
bubble
there. We
hits a
just have to
weaker
grab
enemy,
them.
They'll be trapped inside.
Whoa.
Guys, it's like she's trapping them in a cage of kindness.
Like the Hydro
you
Abyss
can tell
mages?
she cares about her bedside.
Oh yeah, like the
manner is
Abyss
so
Mage.
strong.
Oh my god, can we trap an Abyss Mage
Hey,
in
wait
a
a second.
bubble?
Are those the orbs that Nivelette drops?
Revenge.
It looks like Sigewinne creates 2 source water droplets when she fires a bubble.
Source water drop.
And it looks
Okay,
like
yeah,
she gains a
that's-
bond of life when she touches them? How does that work?
I can explain that as well.
More bond of
Since
life.
she has training
Wow.
as a nurse, Sigewinne understands how to make the most of a dire situation. Her elemental skill creates source water droplets.
Look, there's like 2
and
little
Sigewinne
balls.
can give
Just
herself
cup
a
them.
bond of life by absorbing them. When that bond of life is cleared, Sigewinne can regain some elemental energy based on the value of the bond of life.
Neat.
Ah, so Sigewinne's healing can nullify her bond of life, and she can restore energy for herself.
Nice.
That's right. While the bond of life is hazardous to most people, it can actually be perceived as a real advantage for Sigewinne. After she unlocks her talent, Detailed Diagnosis, Thorough Treatment, Sigewinne's healing will be increased based on the total bond of life values across all the characters in her party.
Oh, thank goodness. Sounds like
a
a
lot to
melusine can make
digest,
the bond
chat.
of life a lot less scary.
After using her elemental burst and absorbing nearby source water droplets, Sigewinne will use the syringe to spray enemies in front of her. This attack deals continuous hydro damage.
Wait, that's so cute. Even her attacks are a form of medical
A
treatment.
huge syringe.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
sounds like
just
she'll
wants
be good
everyone
with
to be
Furina.
as healthy as possible.
Yeah, right? Sigewinne wants every patient to get a proper amount of rest. After unlocking her passive talent requires appropriate rest, unleashing her elemental skill will also trigger the semi-strict bed rest effect.
Oh.
This effect will grant her a hydro damage bonus and several stacks of convalescence.
Hydro
When
damage
non-active
bonus?
characters deal damage
Is she a
with
sub
their
DPS
off-field
that
elemental
heals?
skills, Sigewinne can consume a stack of convalescence to increase that elemental skill damage.
Ooh.
I like
Huh.
how it's only semi-strict.
Is she gonna be a
Not
sub
super strict, 'cause
DPS
she
that
couldn't be super
heals?
strict.
That sounds crazy.
Just a little.
Wow, so it seems like the bond of life mechanic is pretty integral to both Sigewinne
I feel like
and
they wouldn't give her
Clorinde's
elemental
kits.
skill damage unless she
That sure was a lot of
did
information, though.
good
Oh, yeah.
damage.
I can't wait to see these abilities in action.
And travelers won't just be limited to the play styles that they've seen here, right? As I understand it, the mechanics leave a lot of room for open experimentation.
Yeah.
Right.
And outside of combat, melusines are very connected to the ocean, so Sigewinne always takes care of her companions during underwater exploration. Sigewinne is especially helpful when her friends are endangered by underwater enemies. She can use her emergency dose talent to continuously restore HP to her party member for a period of time.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, doing so will lower all of their elemental and physical resistances.
there's always a price.
My hair is
That sounds like a skill
transparent,
that
huh?
would
What's
come in
going
handy,
on
though.
there?
Sigewinne is always looking out for us. Thanks, head nurse.
Of course. Oh, and I've got a quick question for you all.
Yes.
Have you noticed any differences between Sigewinne and other Melazines?
Well, I think her appearance and her interests definitely stand out. Like, if you ignore the tail and the feelers on her head, then she actually doesn't look that different from a human child.
How could you ignore those?
Right. Well, true and fair. But also, she's interested in beauty, and she knows a lot about skincare, and she actually even contributes to the most famous beauty magazine in Fontaine.
She knows a lot about skincare.
and her
Fascinating.
medical knowledge.
Right?
We haven't encountered any other Melazines who give medical treatment to humans. And
I
Sigewinne
live for
seems to care the
that.
most about the people of
Skincare.
Fontaine.
And she's also one of the few Melazines who work in the Fortress of Meripede, right?
Right.
I mean, generally speaking, not many people are willing to treat criminals. I mean, not even a Melazine's open-mindedness usually goes that far, right?
Sigewinne's does. You're all bringing up great points. Don't you think that Sigewinne's differences from the other Melazines make her seem more unique and approachable at the same time? In the Neri chapter, travelers will have the chance
She's getting
to
a
learn
story
more
quest
about the
too?
background of this very special Melazine in her personal story quest.
Woohoo!
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, speaking of story quests, didn't travelers meet a mysterious
forgot there's 3
youngster
characters
last
this
version?
patch. Oh my
Sometime
God.
during Sino's story quest? Well, travelers will now have the opportunity to add him to their parties. He recently left the desert, and he's eager to travel around.
It's going to be interesting. We'll have
Zach,
Clorinde's
why
story
don't you
quest.
introduce
We'll
him?
have Sigewinne's story
me?
quest. Two
Okay,
characters
then.
that we didn't
Let's
really
take a
get
look
to
at
know
Sethos'
that
demo.
well in the Archon quest.
You're always asking why. You end up thinking yourself into a corner. Sometimes.
I'm actually really looking forward to Sethos, to be honest. We still haven't seen the banners yet either. Dude, the charge shot actually looks pretty slick. Yeah, I gotta be honest. Sethos as the 5-star would have
His
been
design is
really
so
cool.
He looks amazing.
Yeah, the clothes and the hair, I love it.
Right?
Sethos didn't just get power and wisdom from his desert heritage. He's also talented in archery.
I feel like Hoyo always
Sethos
makes
has
the 4
always
stars
loved
young.
hiking,
When they're
and
young,
he has a
they're always
great
4
sense of
stars for
direction.
some reason.
Whether he's exploring the desert or the rainforest, he knows the roads like the back of his hand. And he always knows where to find the best regional specialties. Yeah, you probably know where this is going, but I'll say it anyway. When Sethos is in your team, he'll reveal the location of Sumero regional specialties on the minimap.
Nice.
Okay.
Wait, so I'm curious. He's lived
I
in
guess
a
if you don't
remote
have
desert for
Tighnari,
his
that's
entire
useful.
life, and he carries the weight of such an ancient legacy. To me, it seems like someone with that kind of upbringing would either be
We're already,
really
like,
introverted or
this
just super
close into
arrogant, but
Natlin,
Sethos
and they're
doesn't seem
giving
like
us
that.
that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Sethos is a very open-minded and cheerful person. As the successor to the mysterious Temple of Silence, he had
Sumeru,
more
that was so
educational opportunities than other
2023,
people
like,
who
who
live in
cares?
Sumeru's desert. His responsibilities drive him to learn about other people and places. He has a very open mind, and he tries to be optimistic. In fact, his personality is a huge help in getting along with other people.
So wait, that sounds like... are you saying he's a social butterfly?
I guess. He's a pretty busy guy, and he lives a pretty varied lifestyle. And he's around the same age as the General Mahamatra Sino. He occasionally visits the academia, he's always trying to make friends in Sumeru City, and he enjoys browsing goods at the Grand Bazaar. But we've already talked a lot about his hobbies. Let's move on to what he can do in combat. Yes. Sethos' aim shot has a special variant when charged to level 2. He can't move when his attack is charged to its 2nd level.
Damn,
but
that
it
takes
allows him
forever to
fire
charge.
a powerful shadow-piercing shot that can pierce enemies, dealing electro damage to targets in its path.
That
Sethos'
charge
talent,
time.
Black Kite's Enigma, can decrease the charging time of his aim shot by consuming elemental energy. Some elemental energy will also be consumed after releasing the shot.
He uses his energy.
Yeah, and also I noticed his aim shots take a really long time to charge. So I think that means players need to
Yeah, is
store
there
up
an echo?
elemental energy to fire
just
the
said that.
shadow-piercing shot faster, right? Hey, wait a minute. I feel like this is the first Genshin
like they're
Impact
not even
character who
listening
actually
to me.
consumes elemental energy while firing aimed shots.
What?
Yeah, you're right on.
Hey.
That's why Sethos has an elemental skill that helps him restore elemental energy.
Useful.
It's an
Interesting.
ancient ritual that deals AoE
Wonder if
electro
he'll be
damage,
good on
and
Emblem,
it also
maybe?
restores elemental energy whenever a hit on an enemy triggers an overloaded, electrocharged,
Like we needed
superconduct,
more heroes that are good on
electroswirl,
Emblem,
quicken,
right?
aggravate, or hyperbloom reaction.
That's a lot.
But travelers also have another option for firing powerful shots. By unleashing his elemental burst, Sethos will perform an ancient ritual that was passed down from King Deshret's era. He will enter the Twilight Meditation state, converting his normal attacks to enemy-piercing dusk bolts that deal increased damage based on his elemental mastery.
Oh, that's cool. That,
That looks
sounds
pretty
like
cool.
a mini version
look
of
like
the
they
shadow
pierce.
piercing shot. Only it doesn't
Yeah,
take as much time.
like they
to
might go
fire.
through enemies and hit
Useful.
enemies behind
Okay,
other
also,
enemies.
it seems like the records of King Deshret have a lot of powerful abilities. So, between you and me, does that mean Sethos has mastered
Yeah,
other
Electro
mysterious
Yoimiya,
rituals
yeah.
and techniques?
Of course!
Yo.
I'm sure that the Temple of Silence has a whole
With piercing
archive of
attacks,
secrets.
so that'd
One
be
of
awesome.
his other talents will also increase the damage dealt by a shadow-piercing shot for a period of time based on his elemental mastery.
Okay, all right. Sounds like the Temple of Silence is a real impressive legacy.
No kidding.
So many
That's pretty
ancient
fun.
rituals.
Sethos is definitely a talented fighter who can make full use of his martial heritage. He's similar
Dude,
to
we're gonna be
Clorinde
feasting
in
so
that
hard.
sense.
3 new characters to play test and try out.
We finished the
Oof.
first mission.
Nice.
We're gonna
I
be
wonder what the next
feasting.
one's gonna be. Let's get it.
Oh, it looks like we'll have to uncover hidden secrets in our next mission.
Why are all you guys looking at me?
Well, I mean, secrets are kind of your area of expertise.
All your character does
Hidden
is speak in riddles.
Speak plainly, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good point. Okay, well, I guess I'm the only one who can shed some light on the hidden
Oh,
secrets.
here he goes.
So here we go. Archon Quest Chapter 4, Act 6, Bedtime Story will become available
Let's
in version
fucking
4.7.
go, chat.
Travelers will finally reunite with Dainsleif,
Hey.
who will share more information about Conria's past.
Bedtime
Ooh, that's
Story.
you guys
What a
were waiting
weird
for, right?
name.
Yeah. And also, I, got to break out my voice acting skills for this patch, you guys.
Oh my gosh, words come out of your mouth?
Hell yeah.
did.
Oh, yeah. This time, Ether and Lumine will get to meet face to face. And based on what we heard in the trailer, it
No
seems
way.
like the Loom of Fate is now complete. So travelers
to
can
meet
look forward
fa-
to learning more about Kari Bear in this quest.
We can't, just can't reveal everything
Kari Bear
right
is
now.
back?
Okay, leave some secrets for me. These are
Didn't he
important
die?
secrets the travelers should uncover for themselves.
Oh, okay,
We can
okay.
call off the snipers. Call off the snipers.
Right? I know, I get it that everyone can barely contain their excitement. So, I will throw you a bone. To help tide you over until the next update, I'll be sharing a special surprise with y'all.
Oh.
We need a bone, bro. I love surprises. It is.
You'll know very soon, I promise. But first, we need to introduce the event wishes.
okay.
So, in the first phase of version 4.7, Clorinde and Alhaitham will be featured in
Alhaitham.
the event wishes. Yeah.
That's really good.
Sethos will be the new 4-star
Clorinde
unit
with
that appears
Sethos.
on this event wish
That's
banner.
awesome.
And in the second phase of the
That's
version,
that's
travelers
really
can
good.
look forward to event wishes from Sigewinne and
Okay.
Farina.
Nice.
That's good.
And,
Oh.
because there's never enough, a new 5-star sword, Absolution, and a new 5-star bow,
Gorgeous.
Silver Shower Heartstrings, will also be featured on their respective
Okay, that's
weapons.
kind of good for me.
So good.
That's actually really good for
So
me.
good, right? All right. Okay.
Furina's
I've made y'all
weapon,
wait
which we
long
need to
enough.
R5, will be with
Let's bring
Sigewinne's
out the
weapon, which I
surprise.
guess is
Everyone enjoys it.
fine,
Let's
I
go.
guess. I'm glad Furina and Alhaitham weren't together. That would have been a complete disaster. The animated short? Is this it? Is this what they teased before? This is like hauntingly beautiful. Where are they, though? Those are really cool shots. It's like if you put the shots together, they would be together, but they're not.
Traveling in the night nights you lift me in. I feel you in Dallas, blew off wind.
Oh, this is so good. The juxtaposition of them like doing the same things but not being together.
I'm serious, not far off now.
They just miss each other, Chad. That's all.
This journey of ours has been bittersweet. Close my eyes, wondering what you would have dreamed if you were here standing next to me. Would you know how I feel and see what I see?
It's like everything they do is overshadowed by the fact that they're separated.
Always try, but you're right there.
No matter where they go, who they interact with,
Dark, I see you shine.
all the experiences they have, they're always separated.
Where you are, you've come with me this far, showing the way when all is falls apart.
All the little foxes have each other, the birds have each other, but they don't have each other. Look, all the animals are in pairs.
I've come with you this far. I'm never really lost. Our paths we surely cross.
Dude, that was good. That was so good. How cute! Ooh. Chat, another code. Wow. Wow. Oh, I can't wait to see what happens. They're finally going to get to meet in the story. Maybe they'll have an interaction? We'll have to see, but that was so sad. It's just cute because they're all doing the same things and it's overlapping, but they're just not together. So it's like, it always has this like hidden sadness in everything that they do. They do all of these amazing things for the people of Teyvat. Fix all these problems, make people happy. Meet all these new friends and have all these interactions, but they're always, it's like always overshadowed by the fact that they're never actually together. It's kind of sad when you think about it. I've been fortunate enough that I've never really lost anyone super important to me. Like I've had people pass away that I've like kind of casually known or like acquaintances and things, but I've never lost like a really close family member or someone that I like deeply cared about. So it's hard to relate to that to some degree, but like it still hits, right? It must be even harder too, considering they know that they're both alive, I guess, to some extent. Like they don't, it's almost easier if the person like passed away, because then you could kind of move on. But when you know the other person's still alive and you have to like,
welcome back,
you're trying to
travelers.
find them, that must be even more
I think
difficult.
it's about time we introduce this domain behind us.
Yes, yes.
Imaginarium
so ready.
Theater.
Dun, dun,
You sound ready. The location of this challenge seems pretty intriguing. Paimon and the Traveler discovered a secret room within the Mondstadt Library, and they've received an invitation to participate in a mysterious performance.
Oh, I love secret rooms in libraries. I've always wanted one. So that's
this
right,
is an
the
event,
all-new
right?
event, Imaginarium Theater, will become available in version 4.7 for travelers who are adventure rank 35 or higher.
Nice. Wait, so this is a library?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The coolest library.
I know. It looks
Is
a
this
lot
in,
different from what I imagine. It's huge.
Is this in the Knights of Favonius library?
Right? So cool. I would live there.
Please.
So, travelers will encounter a concierge in the area who calls himself Wolfie.
Aww.
I know. He's so cute. Wolfie. He'll
Aww.
reveal that this room was created by a mage and that he's waiting for a guest to take the stage. He is also a poet. That guest will hopefully put on a magnificent performance by becoming the main character of the mage's story.
Bring on that main character energy.
Ooh. After arriving in this room, travelers just need to interact with this strange book in order to participate in the Imaginarium Theater challenge.
Wow, that was fast. But what kind of challenge is it?
So,
Let me
combat.
tell you, Imaginarium Theater contains a series of combat challenges with different battle conditions. Now, only characters who wield specific elemental types will be allowed to participate, so travelers will have to select characters who meet the requirements of the challenge.
Interesting.
Oh, I get it.
Wait, is
What
this
if we
an
don't have enough
event
characters
or
in our
a...
roster who meet the requirements?
Good thinking, but you won't have to worry about that. Because first off, 6 characters will be designated as the initial lineup for each challenge. Trial characters will be provided for travelers that are missing any of those characters.
Nice.
And travelers
Okay.
can also invite special guest characters to participate in the challenges that aren't restricted by the event requirements. In addition, travelers can also designate a certain number of characters as supports for their friends. They can also select their friends' supporting characters
that's
to join their own
cool.
team.
That's a nice way to try
Oh.
new characters.
Right? Friends. Who would say no to
Okay,
more
y'all
support
need
each
to add
other
me as a
in
friend
staged
so you can use
conference.
my OP
each other.
characters.
And during the current
Assuming it's
challenge
actually
period,
difficult content.
those 6 designated characters who make the initial
Dude, they're spending a
lineup
lot
will
of
gain
time on this. Is this...
fantastical blessings. This will grant them buffs that remain potent even outside of the Imaginarium Theater challenge.
Wait. So you're saying
Y'all are
those
gonna
buffs
wanna
aren't
use
just
my
active during the
Arlecchino,
challenge
okay?
itself?
Yes!
Wow.
You're kidding. Wait, okay, the mage behind the theater must be super powerful.
Oh, super powerful. And I know that everyone's probably wondering why it looked like we had to select so many characters just now, but characters will consume vigor while participating in Imaginarium Theater combat challenges. So when a character's vigor is fully depleted, they will no longer be able to fight, and you will have to replace them with a new character.
They're like
Time for some
forced to
R&R.
use like different teams.
I get it. So when you select your characters, you have to pay attention to how well they work together.
Yes.
And also how well they can fill in for each other.
Exactly.
Involved strategy.
And I should also mention that not all selected characters
This doesn't
will
seem like a
immediately appear in
normal
your team.
event.
Some
Like, they're just
characters
spending a
can
lot
only
of
be
time
gathered by
talking about
progressing
this.
through the story. They can formally be added to your team at the end of an Imaginarium Theater battle, or when you encounter certain special events.
Cool. So assembling your team is part of the challenge.
Yes, which makes it even more fun. But let me explain a little more about the special events that I mentioned.
Like, why are they spending so much
Travelers
time
can choose
talking
to
about
spend
this?
Fantasia flowers to trigger events during the story. Now, some events will unlock certain characters for battle, and others may trigger certain perils, certain doom. So, travelers will have to choose very carefully,
Ooh, no pressure.
right?
Travelers can collect performance tour rewards by completing challenges and finalizing their performance results. The first
a
time
lot
they
of
complete a
rewards,
challenge,
chat.
travelers will also receive a debut performance gift.
Ooh, presents.
Travelers who feel
this a-
particularly confident can try to
is this a
attain the star
permanent
challenge
addition to the
condition
game? I don't
during each
understand.
stage. They'll be able to obtain different levels of performance medals that correspond with the difficulty of the challenge. These medals can be displayed on their profile.
Go ahead and show off.
And
This
that's
is not
all,
this is
right?
not a temporary
Travelers
event.
can
This is
also
a permanent
obtain
addition to the
toy medals
game.
during this event, which they can exchange with Wolfie the concierge. In return, travelers
Why would it go
will
in your
receive special
profile?
poses for their characters when taking photos.
Awesome!
Right?
Travelers will be able to take all sorts of new cool pictures. I am excited to see new poses.
So hyped.
Me too. And also, more poses will be added whenever Imaginarium Theater is updated.
Yes. And finally, each performance in the Imaginarium Theater has several difficulty levels, and each one has a different number of challenges. Higher difficulty levels will yield even better rewards.
Bring it on.
As Wolfie the concierge likes to say,
When the brilliant
Chad, I'm,
golden
like,
glow of the
actually
treasure
kinda
beckons,
stunned.
don't you hesitate. Just go open it.
How can he be so
That's
cute?
amazing.
Because that
I don't know,
insinuates that you're going to be able to do it multiple times.
Of course, it'll take time for
These
travelers
pictures
to
corresponding
raise the
in
necessary
contents.
characters and understand how they fit into this new challenge. And I'm sure travelers are always looking for ways to get more primo gems.
You just said the magic word.
Wait, there's billets there too. There's a billet box.
Each month, Imaginarium Theater will alternate with updates.
There's a billet
The
box,
Spiral
chat.
Abyss. In addition, the total rewards that can be gained from the Spiral Abyss has been increased from 600 primo gems to 800 primo gems.
Yes.
What?
More information will be available.
This is a
across Genshin
permanent
Impact's
addition to
official
the
social media
game.
accounts, so
This is
keep a
not
lookout.
temporary.
Ooh, the background is changing.
Ooh, here we go, here
Let's
we
see what
go.
else this version has
Are we
in
getting
store.
this,
please?
New endgame?
Mutual security enhancing simulation. Huh. I see some hilly churls and ruin guards, so I'm assuming this is one of those monster fighting events.
Yes.
Are we getting new
sort of.
endgame, chat?
Travelers won't be engaging monsters directly. Instead,
What if it's harder
they'll
than
be
the
able to
Abyss?
command monsters to fight in a cooperative simulation.
Ooh.
The Millilith will be hosting a strategic war game to improve their understanding of security needs.
Okay, I hate to be like cliche,
They'll
but they're
be
like,
accompanied by
I know how many
representatives
people are going to be like, well,
from Mondstadt's
Wuthering
Knights of
Waves is
Favonius,
out, so let's put in a
Inazuma's
new
Yashiro
endgame.
Commission, Sumeru's Core of 30.
No, that's not
and
me. I'm not
Fontaine's
saying
Special
that.
Patrol. Their joint
feels so
exercise is
cliche to
intended
say.
improve military tactics across the continent.
We have to see how hard it is
Wow.
first. It could be
You're
really
making this event
easy.
sound really official.
That was my official voice. I'm just
That's
doing my best.
crazy, though.
As
That's
I was saying,
actually crazy.
You can play two different kinds of scenarios in the
I need to go
event.
back and
Assault
watch it
scenarios
again,
and defense
'cause
scenarios.
that's insane.
As special representatives to the simulation, travelers will need to analyze enemy formations and deploy the best units for completing the
See,
challenge.
this feels like
In
an
assault
event.
scenarios, you only need to select your combat units and deploy them
4.7
within
special
your staging
program,
area.
take part in the
so
event
once
and
the scenario
earn.
begins, the unit
There's
will
a new
automatically start
4-star
attacking your
bow.
opponent. So sit back and
Rounds.
I don't know if you can relax when these things are coming at you, but try.
Clearly not.
Pew pew.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
give this a try.
this is an event,
Do it.
like a temporary event.
How come my hilly churl archers got wiped out so quickly?
Oh no! Okay, sorry, I forgot to mention something important.
That actually seemed like endgame
I know.
combat.
But here, we can fix it now. Some types of combat units are more effective against others. Ranged units like hilly churl archers are vulnerable to melee units like mighty churls. But don't fret, you can turn a bad situation around if you choose the best units to tackle the opponents.
We're
on
gonna
the
have to go back and
battlefield.
rewatch
Just choose
that
the best
because
units,
I'm
Zach.
actually
Exactly,
like
just
really
choose the
intrigued
best
now.
units.
Just choose the best
Simple
units.
fix. Simple fix.
In defense scenarios, you need to deploy units to effectively.
Because usually when they
capture
start talking
enemies
about
who are
the
attacking
temporary
from
events, I
multiple
kind of tune out.
So
I kind of
defeated
just go
enemy
like,
units will
okay,
drop support beacons, which can then be used
I mean,
to deploy additional
you know,
combat units and
I don't absorb
firm
it, and I think I
structures.
missed a
As the
lot
unit's
because I just
commander,
assumed it was
travelers
some
can use
like
their leadership
temporary thing.
skills to create favorable conditions for their team. And if they're successful, then travelers can obtain various rewards from the Mutual Security Enhancing Simulation event.
rewards.
These rewards include Primo Gems,
That's a new
a Crown
endgame
of Insight,
system.
and
Oh
a
my god, that's
4-star
gonna be
bow, Cloud
crazy. It's
Forged.
gonna be crazy.
Forged.
Okay, and next up, we're introducing
Like these events
another
right here,
combat-related
I
event,
don't pay attention. I
Endless
just kind
Forms
of
most martial.
they go.
Ooh, okay. I'm guessing that this one is gonna test some different skills.
Yeah, you betcha.
They're
In the previous
usually
event,
pretty
travelers
fun,
only got
but
to
it's like
simulate combat,
I don't
But the environment
just
on a
want my
real battlefield
rewards.
is
You
way
know,
more
it's not gonna be a permanent addition
and
to the
that's why
game. I
it's
don't.
important to come up with
don't care
combat
that
tactics
much.
on the fly and take advantage of battlefield conditions. So, in Endless Forms,
Dude, there's so
most
much
martial,
combat stuff
travelers
this
will have to
patch. It's
defeat
kind of
enemies
crazy.
according to the special rules of each stage.
Dude, we're
For
feasting so
example,
hard.
Some challenges may require travelers to defeat enemies affected by the electro.
Dude, there's so much new combat stuff.
And that is the only way to accumulate progress towards the challenge goal. Now, once they satisfy the requirements, they'll be able to earn rewards.
I'm appreciating all these rewards.
Yes, I love rewards. So this
There's
is one
so
of those
much
challenges
combat.
that requires you to strategize.
Indeedy. Oh, okay. Let's move on to our next event. I'm gonna try this announcer voice. Yeah. I've gotten a report about a loud boom that just went off in a rather unremarkable part of Fontaine.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
I like that news.
it must have come from that crocodile-shaped cannon. That thing
I'm
looks pretty
actually
scary.
kind of shocked.
Never
like
fear,
I feel
viewers,
like
I
I'm
wouldn't worry
just
about it,
completely
actually.
stupefied.
This cannon was modified by a Fontanian engineer. It's now just a toy cannon that you can use to fire hydro bullets. So, Why not?
Like, I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop thinking about it.
Why not indeed?
They're
if
talking
that's the
about these
case.
events, and all I can think about is the combat thing that we just
The
saw.
correct firing mode to destroy as many target balls as possible within the time limit. They'll even be rewarded for their trouble.
Was there ever a doubt? In order to keep the event interesting, special types of target balls will appear during the challenge. They will produce different effects
Okay, that's
when
not
they are
interesting.
destroyed.
Just kidding. I'm being mean.
out for
I'm being
yourselves in the
mean.
new
All I
update.
can think about
Guys,
is that
that's
theater
my
thing.
Yeah, old school arcade games, because I'm an old school. Okay, I'm just old. Anyway,
No, it's like, oh no, not
our
that.
next event takes place
Summer event
in
will
the
probably
land
be
of Mondstadt.
4.8.
Travelers
do it
will
in
encounter a
0.8,
familiar
not
light
0.7.
novelist who recently completed a new script. Travelers who
Dude, this is
follow
a
her
lot
script
of
will be able to
events.
embark on a wondrous journey of literature
More
and
combat?
imagination. And the script
Jesus
will lead
Christ.
travelers to mysterious
this is a little different, though, but
locales
still,
where they will
Jesus.
have the opportunity to earn rewards. That is, if they can evade bullet curtain assaults from, various mechanisms and collect enough labyrinth coins. No big deal, you can do it.
Easy peasy.
Wicked warlocks will also be scattered across the field. Ooh, alliteration. I like it. If you defeat them,
Dude,
then you can earn
Clorinde
even
is
more
going to be so
coins.
good for this.
Ooh,
Just the
looks like
dashing
we'll
everywhere.
have to move really skillfully if we want to avoid all those attacks.
No pressure.
But hey, don't worry. Travelers can take advantage of adventure techniques to gain special buffs. So these buffs will make the oncoming bullets a lot easier to deal with. You'll also be able to get rewards more easily if you're smart about how you use them.
That sounds great.
So great.
Speaking of strategies, the new version will be adding more updates to the Genius Invocation
Okay, more TCG. Kaveh! Oh my god, we're getting Kave's TCG card before he comes back to the
more
banner.
NPCs will be ready to
Risley,
challenge travelers
though?
in the
Oh,
open
let's go.
world.
Oh, and I hope they're ready to lose. Oh, well.
Dude, that's a
Take a
lot of
challenge.
cards. 9 character cards?
Also, the Leyline Overflow event will also return in the new version, so don't miss out.
Whew, that was a lot of
Dude,
information.
how are we getting Kave's
Let's take a
TCG
break
card
while
before
we
he
take a
even
look at the last
reprises
redemption code.
on
See
the
you soon.
banner? Dude, we have to go back and watch the theater thing. I need to see what that's about, because that is insane. That genuinely felt like a permanent addition to the game. Am I crazy for thinking that? It feels like I'm crazy for thinking that, but it also, they spent so much time talking about it, and it was clear that it's a repeating thing. It adds to your profile. That screams permanent addition to the game. It's real, it's monthly. That's crazy. A new combat thing. That's actually like so cracked. They said it will update. Okay, I must have missed that. Yeah, adds to your profile. There were tons of Primo Gems too. It wasn't just like your normal event Primo Gems. There were a lot. And it looked like you got like an initial batch of Primos, and then there was like a recurring, like every time it resets, you get the recurring Primos. Does that mean we're getting more Primo Gems per patch? They're gonna offset it somehow, though, I'm sure. They're not just gonna give us more Primo Gems per patch, are they? That seems crazy. More Fremo Gems. I wonder how hard it's gonna be. That's the real question. Like, what's the challenge level? It does seem interesting though, because there's like if my memory is remembering, if my memory is memorying, it said there were only certain elements you could bring. You couldn't bring like every element.
Welcome back,
We'll go back. We'll go back.
We're
at the end of the
back.
stream.
Hello.
Welcome back to the version 4.7 special program. Looks like we completed this domain challenge.
Oh, was there ever any doubt?
This will only reset once a
I
month.
think you'll find I am very, very pro.
Now it's time to tell everyone about the new optimizations in the latest
Abyss
update.
is losing
First up,
Primos.
the encounter point system for collecting daily commission rewards will now be unlocked at adventure rank 24. Hopefully, this helps travelers level up more quickly.
Nice. And now for some really exciting news. Traveler's max lesson will be increased from 160 to 200.
Yeah, we know this. We know this.
Nice.
Really good change, by the way.
You might notice from the video that version 4.7 will have some other optimizations. Be sure to check them out for yourselves in-game.
Yeah, I actually think this is a really cool change, too.
All right, that looks like all the information we have to share today. Bye,
That's it, huh?
travelers.
What?
What?
Just
Wait,
kidding.
wait, wait,
No,
wait.
Wait,
I'm just
Natlin
kidding,
teaser.
I'm
We
just
still need to
kidding.
see Natlin.
Of course, I wouldn't sign off without giving you guys the chance to talk about your time here on the special program.
They better
How was it?
not show
I
us
have
Natlin.
things to say. No, I'm so thrilled to join this amazing voice cast, and I'm excited for everyone to get to see Sigewinne in action and add her to your parties, I hope, and
Yes.
just see how cute she is with her little pills and her adorable little syringe. Take it.
Oh my god. And like,
Thank you very much.
yeah, same here to everything that Sarah said. It's such an honor to join the cast. I'm so excited that Clorinde is finally coming out. I hope everyone has fun meeting her and learning more about her. And also, I'm really excited for these combat events. I don't know about you guys, but I've been playing this game.
There's so
and
much combat,
my
which is
favorite
really
thing's beating
cool.
things up
Like,
in this
I'm
world.
happy about that.
No, me too.
Love fighting these monsters.
And you guys, I have not been playing this game for years, and so while Dainsleif is a man of mystery, this game, so much of it is a mystery to me. And you guys were so welcoming today, and I learned so much. And I don't know, is this the thing that finally gets me to start playing?
Oh.
Are you guys a gateway?
Oh.
Did that just happen?
Did we get
This
him?
is it. Yeah, it's been absolutely awesome doing this with you
Dainsleif
guys.
goes and
I'm
plays
so
Wuthering
excited
Waves
for
instead.
Imaginarium Theater.
That's
of
the
course, all
true
new
villain arc.
characters, and the new Archon quest because I got some new voice lines.
He's big. More.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming, guys, and see y'all in game.
See y'all in game.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Dainsleif and Lumine went to Withering Waves. That's why. Here we go. Oh, chat. This is it. This is it. This is it. This has to be it. Dude, they're like the dongos from Zelda. Holy shit, they go climb up walls. Wait, do we turn into that? Swimming in lava? Oh my god, are we gonna be able... Swimming upstream in lava! Why does it feel like we're gonna turn into these animals? I feel like this is us. Are we turning into these animals to travel around? Is that gonna be the gimmick for Natlin? Dude, that's gonna be sick. Am I crazy for thinking that? That's what it seems like. Let's go! Oh my god, we're gonna be able to turn into those animals, right? It's gonna be like Monster Trainer, where you like catch animals. Watch it be like Monster Trainer. You like catch animals and then you get to turn into them and like move around the world as them. Oh, that would be so sick.